In the previous lecture, we have solved two problems on calculation of transmissibility ratio. In this lecture, we are going to solve a problem on calculation of stiffness of the isolator. So here the transmissibility ratio will be given, and by using the transmissibility ratio, we have to calculate the stiffness of the system. So the problem is an air compressor of 450 kg operates at a constant speed of 1750 rpm. So the mass of the system is given as 450 kg and it operates at a speed of 1750 rpm. Rotating parts are well balanced. The reciprocating part is 10 kg. So the air compressor has a unbalanced mass of 10 kg and crank radius of 100 mm, and the eccentricity is 100 mm, that is 0.1 meter. The mounting introduces a viscous damping of damping factor 0.15. So in the mounting they have used a viscous damper with a damping factor of 0.15. Specify the spring for the mounting such that only 20% of the unbalanced force is transmitted to the foundation. Okay, so we have to design a spring so that only 20% of the generated force to be transmitted to the foundation. So the transmissibility ratio is 20 divided by 100, that is 0.2. So that is very important. Only the 20% of generated force is transmitted to the foundation. So it is 20 by 100 and TR is equal to 0.2. And also calculate the amplitude of the transmitted force. So Ft we have to calculate. Okay. So here in the problem the transmissibility ratio is given. Using the transmissibility ratio, first we have to calculate the stiffness of the spring. Then by using the remaining data we have to calculate the force transmitted Ft. So we will start with the calculation of transmissibility ratio. So we know that TR is equal to Ft divided by F, that is equal to 1 plus 2 eta R divided by 1 minus R square the whole square plus 2 eta R the whole square. So here the damping factor value is given as 0.15. So I have substituted it, and the R value we have to calculate. So frequency ratio we have to calculate, and the transmissibility ratio is given in the problem, it is 0.2. Okay, so we have to solve this equation. So first I have solved 2 into 0.15 into R the whole square is 0.09 R square. Then to remove the root I have squared the 0.2. So you will get 0.04, that is equal to 1 plus 0.09 R square divided by 1 minus R square the whole square plus 0.09 R square. Now from that equation bring the 1 minus R square the whole square plus 0.09 R square to the left side and multiply it with the 0.404. So after solving the equation you will get R power 4 minus 4.16 R square minus 24 is equal to 0. So here consider the R square value as x. So you will get x power square minus 4.16 x minus 24 is equal to 0. Okay, so we know how to solve this equation in calculator. After solving this equation in calculator and taking the positive value alone, you will get the value for x, and x is equal to, that we have considered it as R square. So R is equal to 2.72, that is root of x. So now I have calculated the value of R, that is frequency ratio, and we know that R is equal to omega by omega n, and here omega is the forced frequency and omega n is the natural frequency. So here in the problem they have given the speed. So by using the speed we can calculate the natural frequency, forced frequency, that is omega is equal to 2 pi by n divided by 60. Omega is equal to 183.26 radian per second. So once if you calculate the natural frequency, then from the natural frequency we can calculate the stiffness of the spring. Okay, so first I am going to substitute the omega value in the R equation. that is 183.26 divided by omega n is equal to 2.72. Further, omega n is equal to 67.37 radiant per second. Then we know that for a spring and mass system with single degrees of freedom, omega n is equal to root of k by m, and the mass is given in the problem, it is 450 kg. Okay, so first initially I have substituted the value of transmissibility ratio and I have calculated the R value, frequency ratio. Then from the R value I have substituted omega and I have calculated omega n. Then from the omega n I am going to calculate the k value by substituting the value of mass. So the mass value is 450 and omega n is 67.37. So by substituting this I can calculate the k value as 2042.7 Newton per meter. Okay, so this is the stiffness of the spring. So here in the problem only one spring is used or only one isolator is used. That is why we have calculated the overall stiffness. If 2 to 3 springs are used, then finally we have to divide the number of springs in the calculated stiffness value. Then the second subdivision is calculation of amplitude of the transmitted force. So we know that the transmissibility ratio is equal to Ft divided by F, and here F is the generated force. So we know that for unbalanced system, the generated force F is equal to m naught E omega square. So here m naught is the unbalanced mass, E is the eccentricity, and omega is the forced frequency. So m naught is given in the problem, it is 10 kg, then E is 0.1 meter. So it is actually given in mm, I have converted it into meter, you can substitute that. Then omega we have calculated in the previous slide, it is 183.26. So by solving this you can calculate the value of externally applied force, that is 33.58 Newton. So TR value is given in the problem, F we have calculated, you can substitute it and you can calculate the value of the transmitted force. So here the 20% of the generated force is transmitted to the foundation. The meaning is among 33.58 Newton, only 6.7 Newton is transmitted to the foundation and the remaining forces are absorbed by the or isolated by the suspension system. Okay. So this is how we have to calculate the stiffness of the spring when the transmissibility ratio is given. So the tutorial problem is the weight of an electric motor is 125 Newton. So here the mass is given in Newton, you have to convert it into kg. So remember that. And it runs at 1500 rpm. So n is given as 1500 rpm. The armature weighs 35 Newton. So m naught is also given in Newton, converted into kg. Its center of gravity lies 0.05 centimeter from the axis of the rotation. The meaning is the armature has an eccentricity of 0.05 centimeter, converted into meter. Okay. The motor is mounted on 5 springs. So totally there are 5 springs are there of negligible damping. So the damping factor is 0 because there is no damping. So that the force transmitted is 1/11 of the impressed force. The meaning is Ft is equal to 1/11 F. So further Ft by F is equal to 1/11. That is the transmissibility ratio Tr is equal to 1/11. So this is very important. Okay, so transmissibility ratio is given. Tr is equal to 1/11. Assume that the weight of the motor is equally distributed among the 5 springs so that we can divide the total spring stiffness by 5 to calculate the stiffness of the individual spring. So determine the stiffness of each spring. So you can follow the same procedure like the classwork problem and you can calculate the K value. So after calculating the K value, totally 5 springs are used. So you can divide the K value by 5. So K by 5 will give you the stiffness of each spring. Then the dynamic force transmitted to the foundation, that is Ft. Okay, so Tr is given, F you can calculate, substitute the value of F and calculate the Ft. Then finally the natural frequency of the system omega n, and from the omega n calculate the Fn. Okay, so first you have to start from the transmissibility ratio equation. From the transmissibility ratio you have to calculate R, then from the R you have to calculate omega n, and from the omega n you have to calculate the K. Then the second step is Ft using the transmissibility ratio, and finally the natural frequency omega n you have already calculated, so you can use the value of omega n and you can calculate the value of Fn. So this is the second type of isolator design problem. In the first type they will give the stiffness value and they will ask to calculate the transmissibility ratio. Here in the second type the transmissibility ratio will be given and we have to calculate the stiffness of the spring. So this is actually the design of spring, because in vibration the stiffness of the spring is the important parameter for identifying the natural frequency of the system. Okay, so this is how you have to design the isolator for any given transmissibility ratio.